checkpoints. As you know, it took me more than 48 hours to come from Sharm to Alex, and I passed through 25 checkpoints. The army themselves, they are neither willing nor equipped to look after civilians in the middle of the night. It's not their job.
Okay, Mohammed Abdul Galil, very good to speak to you, and thank you very much for your thoughts from Alexandria. Well, one of the political figures who's returned to Egypt in the past few days is Mohammed el-Baradei, the former leader of the IAEA, a Nobel Peace Prize winner. Many had wondered if he was going to put himself forward as a sort of interim candidate to take Egypt through to democratic elections. Well, Mohammed el-Baradei has been speaking to the BBC in the past few minutes, and this is what he had to say. I'm sorry, I hear that we don't appear to have those comments. Apologies for that. We'll try and bring those comments to you in a moment. In the meantime, let's stay with these live pictures of Tahrir Liberation Square, which, according to our correspondents, the army has now separated off just by the Egyptian Museum, the home, of course, to all those Egyptian antiquities, the tomb of Tutankhamun and all those other national treasures. But the army has sectioned off that part there, trying to keep the two groups of pro and anti-Mubarak supporters separate. Stones have been thrown, bottles have been thrown. We've been hearing reports from our correspondents that some of these demonstrators are armed with knives as well. Shots have been fired into the air in a bid to try and calm things down. And according to Jim Muir, some 40 people are reported to have been injured in the past few hours, mainly head wounds from those flying missiles. But a dramatic escalation here in Cairo, in the centre of the city, as those two groups clashed. And as opposed to previous days when we've seen really just a handful, maybe a few hundred of pro-Mubarak supporters, the numbers do significantly seem to have grown in the past 24 hours. Well, critics of the president would say that these are hired thugs, people who have been paid with a few pounds, a few Egyptian pounds or dollars or food to take to the streets. But others point to the fact that there are people who perhaps only watch state TV or read government newspapers who would have a very different view of President Mubarak from those who follow the independent press. Let's just remind you of the passion on the streets here in Tahrir Square. I've been speaking to one protester called Magdi, and this is what he had to say.
I heard the President Mubarak's speech yesterday, and I agreed with it. I'm an average citizen. I have no political affiliations. I have given many speeches to BBC in which I was giving my direct opinion. What President Mubarak said, this is the best thing, everything we wanted, that he will not run again, that he will dedicate the last coming months to make peaceful transition.